Good evening. 2 children have died and 6 others have been critically injured after a stabbing attack at a children's dance centre in Southport on Merseyside. 2 adults are also critically ill. Police say they were trying to protect the children from what they called a ferocious attack. Tonight, a 17-year-old boy from Lancashire is under arrest on suspicion of murder and attempted murder. Our chief North of England correspondent Greg Milam reports now from Southport.
On a quiet suburban street, the aftermath of what one witness said was like a scene from a horror movie. The police activity around what's called the Heart Space, a community venue used mostly by parent and baby groups. Images of inside show signs on the wall describing it as our happy place. Today, primary school children had gathered for a Taylor Swift yoga and dance workshop. What that happy place turned into was captured by a neighbour. Photos showing local people and emergency services treating children in the street. A man who runs the business next door saw the suspected attacker arrive and victims being brought out.
I'm on the phone before I'd really seen all this for the police. You need to come now. You need to come now. Bring everybody we want. There's as many ambulances as you can get. I don't know how many girls were left in that building. He was still in there. And I thought, he's going to kill them all. You know, so it's like a nightmare. The biggest horrific thing you could ever witness in your life, seeing little kids like that. And the parents coming and crying and screaming, you know, because they're obviously time to pick them up just before lunch.
Another neighbour who didn't want to show his face described what his mother saw.
She can hear screaming and crying, and she goes out. She goes round to see what happened, and all she said was she saw the members of, I don't know, either police or ambulance. She said she could see the stab wounds in the backs of the children, yeah, but that's what she saw.
This evening, Merseyside police confirmed the worst.
It is with great sadness today I'm here to advise that 2 children have died as a result of the injuries sustained in this morning's knife attack. 9 other children have been injured and 6 of them are in a critical condition. All those injured have suffered stab wounds sustained during the attack, and 2 adults are also in a critical condition after being injured during the incident.
The emergency response included 4 air ambulances dispatched to a field nearby, with some 13 ambulances sent to the scene. Some of the injured were taken to Alderhay Children's Hospital in Liverpool. It declared a major incident and urged people only to come to A&E in an emergency. A school nearby was set up as a centre for families desperate for news. The sense of horror spreading throughout the community and across the country. The Prime Minister giving voice to the nation's thoughts.
The events today are just truly awful, and I know the whole country is deeply shocked at what they've seen and what they've heard. And I know I speak for everybody in the whole country in saying our thoughts and condolences with the victims, their families, their friends and the wider community. And it's almost impossible to imagine the grief that they're going through and the trauma that they're going through.
A 17-year-old male who was arrested remains in custody. Efforts are ongoing to establish a motive for the attack, police say, not to speculate. But this horror happened on their doorstep. The victims apparently including some of society's most vulnerable. A seaside resort in the summer holidays, and the most unimaginable act. Greg Milam, Sky News, Southport.